This experience, with all its pain and separation, was the fire that forged your character, making you strong and revealing your true, genuine nature. Today, you are confident in yourself and in your intentions. And you've gathered all the evidence from situations, events, and actions that made the whole picture clear before your eyes. Welcome to a new episode of the Zodiac and Tarot World Show with me, Tariq Khalifa. This episode is dedicated to Virgo predictions from May 1st to 15th, 2026, covering all areas. We'll continue our discussion after the break. First, let me invite you to like and share the video so it reaches a wider audience and benefits as many people as possible. And if this is your first time watching the channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to all so you don't miss any future episodes of the Zodiac and Tarot World Show. We'll start the predictions with a general and detailed love reading for all Virgo natives. And we'll begin by talking about those who are separated. It's very possible that the energy of all love readings can be reversed. Right now, you're going through the most important phase of your life. A phase of thoroughly reviewing everything that's happened. The relationship you experienced wasn't just a story that ended. It left very deep marks on your soul and wounds in your heart that you still feel every time you remember its challenges or the way that person treated you. Today, you're bravely admitting to yourself that this relationship affected you and your mental state in ways you never imagined. And the pain that settled inside you can't just be erased with a stroke of a pen or a couple of words, because it was pain that came from years of your soul being drained. But look at yourself in the mirror now. You've become so much stronger than the person who started this story. This harsh experience, despite how bitter it was, is what made you truly understand life and made you realize just how much suffering you were enduring and swallowing in silence, especially during that tough period right after the breakup. Today, you see this person's actions clearly, like under a magnifying glass. You now know that they treated you with carelessness and ingratitude, especially toward the end of the relationship when they kept stringing you along. They'd leave you whenever they felt like it and disappear whenever their interest faded, then come back only when they needed your energy or wanted to feel safe. And after getting what they wanted, they just get rid of you without any explanation or even a word to comfort you. This painful experience and its separation were the fire that forged your character, making you strong and showing your true worth. Today, you're confident in yourself and in your intentions. And you've gathered all the evidence from situations, events, and actions that made the whole picture clear in your mind. Maybe back then you turned a blind eye out of love, but now everything is clear and straightforward. And this person can't fool you with a few words ever again. The best thing about all of this is the spiritual growth you experienced after this story ended. Today, you're genuinely seeking healing and recovery, and you want to live your life in peace and tranquility away from any drama or stress. You've truly entrusted this matter of compensation to God, and you've become confident that what's coming your way will be much better, whether you decide to get into another relationship or just live for yourself. And even though you still get those pangs and heartaches from time to time, you're determined and have a will of steel to stay away from that path and to live a calm, stable life, far from any headaches or people who don't appreciate your worth. Today, you stood up for yourself, and that's the greatest victory a Virgo can achieve in their life. Your partner's feelings. Pay close attention to this analysis because it's going to reveal what's going on in this person's mind and heart right now and why they're losing it over your recent actions. As you know, this person is going through some serious emotional instability, and their behavior has always been unpredictable. And we can partially explain that by the tough circumstances and pressures they've gone through in their life, which have affected their mental state and made their emotions as unpredictable as the waves. You've noticed many times that they avoid being honest and can't speak directly. And that's probably because they can't face themselves or clearly express what's inside them under the weight of their own problems. But let's be fair, Virgo. This moodiness doesn't necessarily mean he meant to deceive you or mess with you on purpose. It's just his personality. He's someone with a wide emotional spectrum and a complex psychological makeup that makes him come across as mysterious and confusing to others. Right now, he's sitting there thinking, fully aware that things between you two have completely changed, and that the Virgo who used to chase after him, trying to please him, isn't there anymore. Your total disregard for him and your refusal to make any move to contact him has made him drown in his own anxiety, and now he's asking himself every second where you are and how you're doing, and who you're with now. The thing that hurts him the most and threatens his pride right now is that bitter question. Could there really be someone else who's come into your life and managed to take his place? He clearly feels that he's lost control over the relationship, and that the strings he used to pull at his whim have been cut. And that made him realize that when he hurt you in the past and made you feel less than, he's the one who pushed you to make this tough decision, whether you left him or he left you. Right now, he's rethinking everything and searching for answers he just can't find. And now, things seem so complicated and confusing to him, more than he ever imagined. At this point, he's obsessed with figuring out the reasons why you've disappeared and how you're managing to stay so emotionally composed. He has absolutely no clarity about what's going on. He has no idea what you're thinking or what you're planning to do next, and that's made him a victim of doubts and conflicting thoughts. Sometimes his ego convinces him that there's no way you could ever leave him. Other times, reality hits him hard, and he realizes that this really might be the end of everything, good and bad, that was between you two. He's not used to this kind of silent disappearance from you at all. He was used to you showing up, confronting him, and rebelling against his ways whenever you got upset. And that used to reassure him that you were still in his circle. But now, the total calm and complete absence you're showing is the new boogeyman that's keeping him up at night and leaving him totally unsettled. My advice to you, listen to me with your heart, Virgo, before your mind, because we've reached the real moment of truth and there's no turning back after this. The time has come, and seriously, for you to put the final period at the end of the last sentence in the book of this relationship. The signs are as clear as day, and the picture in front of you couldn't be any clearer. Today, you've started to see things for what they really are. And you've begun to realize that what broke in this relationship isn't just a word or a passing moment. These are fundamental things that have been broken, and it's very difficult, actually impossible, for them to be fixed, or for the pulse of trust to come back again. That trust, Virgo, is the backbone of any relationship. And ever since that backbone cracked, all the feelings and interactions between you and them have become toxic and more of a burden on your soul than a support for you. Today, you've started your healing journey. You've really started to shake off the things weighing on your shoulders and the pain that was inside you. My advice to you is to keep going down this path and don't look back again. Embrace your life. Spoil yourself. Focus on the details of your own day and completely stay away from any leftovers or remnants of this relationship in your mind. Remove this person from your life and push all the feelings connected to them out of your circle of concern. Because when you truly understand and believe in the importance of living in inner peace and freeing your soul from burdens and worries, only then will you open the doors to happiness and stability in the next stages of your life. Stay confident and believe that better things are coming, and they're coming soon. And along with that, new opportunities and people will come into your life who will truly appreciate you. They'll erase any trace of the pain you've experienced before. Today, you are free, and this freedom is the best beginning for a life that truly suits you. For the singles out there, Right now, you're in a remarkable state of emotional maturity. You're no longer just impressed by appearances. On the contrary, it's the mind of the person in front of you that really grabs your attention. And there's an energy of meeting someone new that will come through a place of study, travel, or even connecting with someone from a different nationality or background. The person who's caught your attention this time is someone cultured and with a vision. And now you're comparing wisely, telling yourself, I need someone who will lift me up and share my ambitions. Leave room for deep conversations, because this time, love will start with admiration of the mind before the heart. For those who are in relationships or married, this time, Virgo will be the guiding and planning partner. The story is heading toward discussions about improving your social status, planning a long trip, or even making a decision about the kid's education. Your partner needs to feel that you're their intellectual support. The great thing is that you'll start taking steps to bring renewal and a sense of adventure to your relationship, but in a calculated way. There's a desire for both of you to break out of the routine and explore new worlds together. With your intelligence and persuasive skills, you'll be able to make the atmosphere inspiring. There's also some good news related to legal paperwork or a success in the academic field that'll make you really happy during the first 2 weeks of May. When it comes to work in May, or at least the first half of it, you'll be the strategic expert. You don't need to get bogged down in routine. You're making your presence known with your long-term vision and your ability to improve the workflow. With the sun in the house of expansion, you'll find yourself expanding your dealings with external parties or developing your skills through a new course or training. There's a task or job offer that involves travel, publishing, or working with foreigners that will be presented to you, and you'll prove that you're number one when it comes to competence. This time, your success will come from your ability to learn quickly, and that will put your professional standing at its peak. Money. Financially, you're in a phase of investing in your future. There's a sum of money coming your way in the first half of May, which could be from work with external parties, or a reimbursement for travel or study expenses, or even profit from a project you've been planning from afar. This money is coming to open up a new path for you and let you invest in developing yourself. Here, you'll be very mindful and spend more on experience and knowledge than on consumer goods, because you feel that your mind is what will bring you real wealth in the future. Health. Your health, Virgo, is tied to changes in your mood and environment. The sun in Taurus makes you crave movement in open spaces and fresh air to recharge your energy. Your remedy during this period is exercise that involves walking or light jogging. And of course, staying away from heavy foods that put a strain on your liver or respiratory system. Your body needs a break from overanalyzing and overthinking. Just take care of your comfort and nerves by reading or listening to music. If you set aside some time each day to meditate in nature, you'll find your physical energy skyrocketer, and your vitality will return, helping you achieve the impossible. In the end, dear Virgo, the world is bigger than your little calculations. So get out there and see the opportunities. Trust your intelligence and dream bigger. Because the universe has a sweet surprise waiting for you outside your usual circle. And with that, we've reached the end of the predictions. I'd love for you to let me know in the comments how much these predictions resonate with you, because that really matters to me. Please like and share the video as widely as possible so more people can benefit from it. And if this is your first time watching the channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell to all so you don't miss any future episodes of the World of Horoscopes and Tarot Show. This was Tariq Khalifa with you. See you next time.